This is my review for my guitar for Haunted. First, what I did is I comped the audio, went through it, and just sort of went through the overall sections and comped it. I didn't go through specific comps because, like in the chorus here, there's sort of like a strumming pattern which creates sort of an overall sound, and actually comping the audio becomes quite hard to do. It sort of disrupts kind of the overall sound a bit. So I went through and sort of chose the best overall sections. And then once I'd done that, I added my processes. So I did EQ, compression, noise gate. Um, like I did for the drums and the bass. Added a guitar sweetener. I think what this does is it just sort of increases the so around the 1K and the 5K. So the 1K is sort of where the body of the guitar is, and then the 5K is sort of around where the harmonics is. Um, and so it sort of increases sort of a good it sort of lifts the guitar in a way. Um, and then it sort of removes all the um, below 50 that's just not needed. I then went on to compressor, guitar electric, a reasonable amount of compression there, but not loads, just to tighten it up a little bit, and so it's not so loose. And again, noise gate just to tighten up, just to remove all background noise. These processes are mainly just for sort of cleaning up the track and just making it uh, sound a bit better, and just sort of lifting kind of the overall volume of the track, and sort of lowering any unwanted sounds. I then added an amp. I've added a full combo, but I've increased the mids, and I've got the mic placement slightly further out and a little bit more central, making the mic just slightly further away with the condenser, a 414. It just creates a little bit of space for the guitar, which is what I like, and I think that's good. I added a spreader just to sort of widen out the guitar to give it a bit more atmosphere and a bit more space, and it sort of moved back in the track. It kind of have the stereo spread allows it to kind of blend with the rest of the track a bit more. I've sort of got at the moment, where I've done the bass and the drums, and so they're sort of kind of the kick and the snare and the bass are more sort of central, but then sort of the overheads and stuff kind of float around, and then sort of the guitar kind of mixes in with the overheads. They all kind of float around kind of above the bass, the kick, and the snare, which is more sort of like the framework of the song. Um, but for the guitar, I've also got a bus, or a flanger, and a chorus. The flanger here just sort of adds sort of a bit of texture to the guitar, and it just sort of warms up the guitar a bit, adding sort of just another kind of element there, and it gives the guitar a nice sort of feel to it. But it's on a bus, so it's only a little bit because I don't want it to sort of overpower it. Because I think too much flange can sound a bit weird. I think it's a similar kind of thing with the chorus. The chorus, it just sort of adds its own vocal backups, starting there, but um, it what it adds is kind of a dimension element, so it sort of like multiplies the guitar and just adds a few more sort of frequencies in there, and it just sort of blends the guitar sort of together with itself, which I think is really nice. But again, it's only a little bit on a bus because I don't want adding a chorus straight as a plugin can just sort of make it sound a bit weird. So I've only added a little bit in there, and that's overall what I've done for the guitar.